All right, thank you very much. And I couldn't have said it better myself. Audio is half of the experience. So we're seeing a lot of customers go home with just a TV, and they're really not getting what they want. But we're going to have a little bit of fun today first. We're going to watch a cartoon. Is that okay with you? All right. Hang tight just a second. I think we're having some technical difficulties. It's not going to work? Okay, fantastic. No big deal. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, that was a really cool cartoon if you ever get a chance to see it. It was in the movie theater right before Monsters, Inc. So basically what it is, it's Goofy trying to set up a home theater system. And just kind of showing you all the frustration that comes along with that, and frustrations that customers experience every day. From opening the packaging, to connecting the wires, to selecting the television. A lot of customers stay away from home theater because they have some objections to it. And like David said, they're only walking home with half of the experience, just that TV. But in the movie theater, the other half of the experience is audio, and people really trying to recreate that experience at home, and they need a home theater system to do that. So a really great opportunity right now to attach audio to televisions. You can see right here on this chart that sales of HD TVs, large panel TVs, are increasing while audio remains relatively flat. And in fact, only about 72% of customers do not own any type of audio system with their television. It's not because they don't want great sound, it's because there are some objections that come up with that. First of all, I think there's too many wires. There's too many speakers. There's too much hassle. And then finally, especially building a high-end system from scratch, it ends up being too much money. So a lot of customers don't purchase because of those reasons. But at Bose, we have ways to overcome that. Overcome those objections with our unique technologies and products that we'll talk about today, and really get that customer the full experience they see here, for instance, with the 3-2-1 and a high-definition television. So my name is Josh Laney. I'm the district manager in the Texas region with Bose, and today we're going to talk about 4 things. First, I'd like to give you an introduction to Bose Corporation. Next, I'd like to talk about the 3-2-1 system, then the Cinemate systems, and then really nail down how we talk to our customers, how we engage them, and use those amazing displays that we have in your storefronts. So how many of you have heard of Bose before you started working at cons? Pretty much every hand's up right now. About 97% of your customers are familiar with the Bose brand name. In addition to that, they also perceive Bose as a luxury brand. Recently, Forbes did a study on the top 40 global luxury brands, and that included Bose, along with some other companies you might be familiar with, like Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Coach. So the way you perceive those brands is how your customer perceives Bose. Bose was founded in 1964 by Dr. Amar Bose. He wasn't necessarily trying to go into audio. He was an engineering student at MIT. And as a reward, he wanted to purchase a hi-fi system. He really loved music, he even played the classical violin, and loved going to live concerts. So what he did is, being an engineer, especially from MIT, when he went to pick out the system, he looked at everything according to the specifications on the sheet, and bought the best system according to those specs. Took it home, plugged it up, put it on his favorite violin concerto, and he wasn't happy with the sound. So he took it back to the store and bought the next best system based on those specifications on the sheet. Again, he wasn't satisfied, and he figured there's something inherently wrong with stereo systems of the day. So we did a lot of research, and we found out that 89% of the sound you hear at a live concert is actually bounced off the surfaces in the concert hall before it reaches your ears, and that's what makes it sound live. So that led to our first commercially available product, the 901 speaker. Has anybody heard of the 901? Some of you familiar with it? Yeah, that came out in 1969, and it had a perfect ratio of direct to reflected sound. So there was one speaker in the front, and there were 8 drivers in the back that literally bounce sound off the wall in your home to give you the replication of a live concert. And since then, we've been a privately held company, really dedicated to research and solving real customer problems like that. And we in fact, reinvest 100% of our net profits back into research and development so we can fuel more research and come out with great products. Some products that you'll see in a minute, we've spent up to 20 years in research and development before we even put it on the marketplace. And because of our business model, we have the ability to do that. So here are some of the business units at Bose. Just to give you a background, we don't just do home theater systems. Here is our built-in visible systems group. What they do, it's a pretty new business. They go into homes as they're being built and actually install Bose speakers in the wall, in the floor, up to 14 rooms of sound. So once that customer opens the door in their brand new house, it's all decked out with the Bose system. We have a noise reduction technology group. We make noise canceling headphones for pilots, for our military, and also for consumers. If you've been on a plane in the last 10 years or so, you've probably seen a lot of these headsets floating around that really enhances that experience for the customer, cancels out the engine noise. We also do automotive systems. What we do is we work with the manufacturers from scratch to build a custom system for each individual car. For instance, if there is a car with leather seating and a car with cloth seating, they'll have 2 separate audio systems because the sound reacts differently in those 2 different materials. And we work with 20 different audio car manufacturers to do this. And in fact, 1 out of 10 vehicles purchased in the United States right now has a Bose system built into it. So what that means to you is 1 out of 10 customers that you talk to drove into your parking lot already listening to a Bose system. So what do you think they're going to buy when they're looking for an audio system for their home? And they're probably going to purchase a Bose system. Finally, our professional sound division. We make speakers for live music performance. What you see here is called our auditioner technology, where if we're creating something, say, for a stadium, we can put the person literally, virtually in the stadium and put them in any seat they want at the system we've designed before the stadium's even built, so they can experience that sound and figure out what kind of system they want to purchase. And you'll see that in different places like the Staples Center, the Sistine Chapel. We even have speakers on the NASA Space Shuttle, and even right in your backyard at California Pizza Kitchen, Chili's, and Taco Cabana. And our final division here is a little bit closer to home, our home entertainment division. We sell home theater systems, but also personal audio products like computer speakers, sound dock systems, and headphones. So we'll start with our home theater systems. Our 321 has been one of the most popular products that Bose has ever created. It came out in 2002, and for 6 years in a row was the #1 selling home theater system in all of home audio. Customers really, really love this system. And they love it because it overcomes those different objections that we talked about. So instead of 5 speakers and all those wires, you only have 2 speakers. Instead of a receiver and a big rack of components, you have 1 small media center with a built-in DVD player and an AM/FM tuner. It also comes with a universal remote control that's programmable through an on-screen menu. It has a list of all the different devices and codes. It's already built into there, so you don't have to flip through a book or anything. It's already built into the system itself. Apparently this didn't translate too well to the computer. I apologize for that. But one of the biggest questions we have around the 321 and the Cinemate system is, well, how do you hear 5-channel sound from only 2 speakers? And it's a combination of technology. We have true space technology and the design of the speaker that really allow you to get that. So at true space technology, we've studied how your brain perceives sound. So if I can get a volunteer, I can really kind of show this better. Anybody? Come on up here. All right, this will be fun. I want you to stand right there and face the back wall. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to go around you somewhere, and I'm going to clap my hands. I just want you to point to where you hear the sound coming from. All right, very good. You can open your eyes. How'd you know the sound was coming from over here? Because you heard it? Okay, very good. Let's look at it a little more scientifically. So you heard it in this ear before you heard it in this ear. You heard it louder in this ear than you heard it in that ear. And that's in the most basic form, how you perceive where things are in terms of direction. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. So that combined with the design of the speaker itself, right here we have the Cinemate Series 2 speaker, and as you can see on the screen, it's split in half. So there's two separate drivers in two separate chambers and actually getting two separate signals. So what you have in the end is a combination of 4 different drivers that are getting different delays and different volumes that trick your brain into thinking that sound is coming from all around you when it's actually not. And that overcomes that objection of the customer as far as having 5 speakers. Now they just have 2 in the front of the room, and it makes it really easy and really elegant. So 321 is $9.99, but we are running a promotion right now. You guys are already taken off with that. You still have till the end of the month to July 30th. Save 15%. So that puts it at $849, which is a really great price for the 321 system. So the 321 system has a red laser disc built in, and it does upscale to 1080p. That does meet a lot of customers' needs, and we've seen that you guys are actually about 35% of your Bose business is with the 321. One of the great advantages you have with the 321 is you're one of the only accounts that sell it. So your competitors don't sell the 321, they just sell the Cinemate systems. So a lot of customers are going to cons specifically to purchase the 321, and while they're there, some of your customers would prefer to have a red laser disc player. They're not really ready to jump into Blu-ray, or maybe they're looking for something to the bedroom. It makes it very simple. But for those customers that are on the edge of technology and really want a Blu-ray player, we have solutions for them too in the Cinemate. A lot of people ask me why we don't have a Blu-ray player just built into the 321. Well, the thing with the Blu-ray customer and that type of customer is they don't just have a Blu-ray player. They have a lot of other stuff, right? They have maybe a DirecTV or a Comcast connected to their system. They have gaming devices, 1, 2, maybe even 3, maybe a PC, all this different stuff. And obviously we can't build all of that stuff into one unit. So we looked at a different solution that really helped out that customer that has a lot of different components. So we'll look first at the Cinemate GS. It has a universal remote similar to the 321. And instead of a media center, it has, we call our interface module. The interface module serves 2 purposes. 1, it's where you plug your audio in, and 2, that's where you point your remote. It picks up the infrared signal from the remote at that place right there. So if you're looking at the customer that would typically have a big, bulky, complicated receiver, now they essentially have nothing at all. They just plug their television directly in, and they have great sound. So I can show you how it hooks up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So you connect your speakers and the interface module into the base module. The base module plugs into the wall. And the base module in all of our systems, that's actually where the power amps are located. So that's why we don't need a receiver. And in the 321, that's why the media center is smaller than a typical audio receiver. Then what the customer does is most customers, so he said 72% of customers don't have a home theater system. So most customers already have everything connected into their television. So what we do is just allow them to connect one cable, preferably optical, but we also have the option of analog if that's the only thing they have on their television, connected into the interface module, and that takes everything that would normally come out of your TV speakers, and now it comes out of the Bose system. So it's as simple as that. Then you'll connect all your devices into your TV if they're not connected already, and whether that's a Blu-ray player or however many devices your television can fit. In addition to the Cinemate GS, we also have the Cinemate Series 2. There's only two differences between the two. One is the speakers themselves. That's the most obvious difference in the store, right? So we have our gemstone speakers, which are on the 321 and Cinemate GS. And then we have our standard, what we call articulated array speakers, which is the one that you see here that I used during the demonstration. This was the original speaker for the 321 and Cinemate system. What we did was we challenged our engineers to take the speaker, make it half the size, and sound even better. So as a result, we came out with that gemstone speaker, and we kept the speaker around to give that customer a different choice. The only other difference is instead of a universal remote control, the Cinemate Series 2 comes with a small, simple 4-button remote. So power on and off, volume up and down, mute and unmute, those are the controls of the Cinemate system. So a little bit more simple than a typical audio receiver. And of course, the Cinemate GS is $799 and the Cinemate Series 2 is $599. And we do have an ongoing promotion that you all should be aware about. Just wanted to remind you that if they purchase a television or a Blu-ray player along with the Cinemate system, they save 10% on either of these Cinemate systems, which is a really big deal. Like I said at the beginning, we see a lot of customers that come in and they purchase a TV and they take it and that's it. And they're not getting that full experience. We have something, really big incentive for them to take that home theater system home with them by allowing them to save 10%. And then finally, let's look at how we talk to our customers and how we use the Bose displays. So there are a couple different types of customers you'll run into. One customer is that customer that just came in to purchase a TV. What we want to do with that customer is show them the realm of possibilities. Just show them what's out there. And we have some new merchandising plans that you've seen in your stores. We have the 321 and the end cap, and the Cinemates are just right around the corner from it. So you have a little Bose area that you can take that customer. And this is what we call selling out by selling down. So show them the best system first. The best system is the 321, and then take them down from there if they have any objections or any other further questions. You also have that customer that's coming in specifically looking for home theater or a Bose system. And there's just a couple questions you can ask them to determine which Bose system meets their needs. The first one is, do you want a system that has everything built in, or would you prefer a system that allows you to add a bunch of different components like a Blu-ray player? If they want it built in, that's an easy solution. The 321 is our only solution for that. If they want a more flexible solution, then you'll ask them one more question to determine which Cinemate system meets their needs. Do you want the smallest, most advanced speakers from Bose? And essentially what you want to do is just give them a demonstration between those two Cinemate systems, see if it's worth $200 more for the customer to get the universal remote control and the smaller, better sounding speakers. I apologize for the confusion up there, but okay, so there's 3 statistics that I wanted to tell you about regarding demonstrations that should really encourage you to give a demonstration to every single customer that's walking in your door, whether they're purchasing a TV or they're just kind of hanging out looking for the newest technology. The first thing is that 80% of customers that got a home theater demonstration bought from the store where they got the demonstration. Pretty big deal, right? So 4 out of 5 customers, when they're ready to purchase, whether that's today or next week or next month, they're going to come back to you and they're going to make that purchase if you give them that demonstration. The second is about half of customers purchase a Bose system. The number one reason that they give is that they heard a demonstration in a store from someone like you. So that's the number one reason customers purchase Bose. And then not only do customers purchase more, but they spend more money on their purchase when you give them a demonstration. They spend about twice as much money. So you're taking a customer essentially from a Cinemate Series 2 all the way up to a 321 plus some by giving them that demonstration. And it's not only, we don't only see the price increase in the system itself, but we see it in all those accessories that you sell. So if they want an extended warranty, they want delivery, they want extra high-quality cables to go along with the system, all that stuff kind of factors in and helps beef up your sale. And so this is the new merchandising we're talking about. It's called the Gator Pit. So our account manager is actually from Michigan, and he found it interesting that we always pass this Gator Park on the way here. So he's trying to be kind of Texan, Louisiana, whatever you call it. So he thought it'd be cool to call it the Gator Pit. I think it's a great name. So remember that when you're taking customers over there, you're taking them into the Gator Pit. Once they're there, go back and forth between all three systems, give them demonstrations, talk to them about their needs, find out which system's best for them, and it can really help you close the sale by doing that. And as far as demonstrations go, we have a really simple way to do that. It's called the big red button for obvious reasons. So you go to the demonstration, you push the button, and it gives the customer a great demo. So you don't have to worry about trying to find a DVD, loading it, going to the right chapter. You hit the button, the customer gets a great demo. It's right there. We want to make sure all of those are running. If for some reason you have a display that's down, if you could please write down this number for the Bose Display Hotline. It's 1-800-955-BOSE. So when you call that, they will help you troubleshoot it in the store. If it's something that you need a part for or you can't quite get fixed, we'll send somebody out to your store to fix that display. Those displays are very, very important to us. They're very important to you and very important to your customers. So anytime anything goes wrong, you can call that number. If for some reason you lose that on every single display, there's a sticker on the side with that phone number. Just give them a call, and at least we'll know that the display is down. So we talked a little bit about the Bose history. We talked about our technologies, our products, the 321 and the Cinemate systems, how to interact with our customers, and then finally how to use that big red button in the Gator Pit to give the customer a great demonstration. There's one last thing I'd like to leave you with. If you didn't know, we do have some spiffs going on. So 321, we have a $25 spiff. Cinemate GS is a $15 spiff, and the Cinemate Series 2 is a $10 spiff. So just to help give you some extra encouragement along with all the sales that we have going on and just the need in the marketplace to have somewhere to go where we can show the customer that's purchasing a TV that audio is important as well. So thank you very much for your time. Pass it back over to David.